Hello and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investors channel. My name is Sensei Crypto and we are here doing you a very special event covering quite a few different news items. We're going to start off by looking at the XRP chart, moving on to the UK new crypto regulation released today. We've got news on, unfortunately, no ETF. We'll dive into exactly what that means. A lot of misinformation out there about different types of ETFs. What we're doing is clearing that up and giving you exactly what the news is on that new ETF. The ETF not being passed through yet. Then we're going to have a look at some of your charts, NVIDIA chart and news as well. We'll be looking into that and analysing the chart. We'll be then moving on to the Trump news, where Martyn will be going live straight after this, and we'll have time for a Q&A in the next 45 minutes. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Let's see who is in the show, and then we can move through. So are you entertained? I'm entertained. We've got a poll going right now. Let's see who's in. What's left? We've got, let me just, maybe it was this one. This one needs to move left. We will look at that later. Let's just keep going through your comments. Lining up, Sensei. I don't know which camera box. This camera box. Martyn has OCD. Yes, so do I. I need to get these right. It's a new setup, so I apologise. Everyone is here. James is here. Sash is here. James is really blowing up the chat. Please smash the like button, he says. If you don't mind, please do hit the like button. Thank you all for tuning into today's show. Let's see how many people we've got in so far. 172 people in. Please do hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let me show you how many subscribers we have right now. 77,952. Let's see if we can hit 78,000 subscribers in this show. Was it this one you're talking about, Martyn? Right now, it does say we are lined up very much in the middle, but we will... Yeah, well, it says we're lined up. We will check that later. Okay, so big show. We've got 40. We've got another 48 subscribers. Let's see if we can do it during this show. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. If you haven't hit the like button, also do hit the like button. XRP chart. Let's start off with that. Then we'll go into some further details. There we go. One more subscriber. XRP. We looked at this morning. I'll be live again tomorrow morning to have keep an eye on this. This is the level that we keep getting rejected from. $2.30. $2.30 is key. Why is it key? Is because that it was resistance. We broke through it, and then we were trying to get back to these levels and test it as support. Around these levels, $2.28 to $2.30 is what we need to retest, so then we can move on to our next level of resistance, which is $2.50. It is taking a little bit longer than we would like to see, because right now it does look like a rejection. If you look at it on the daily time frame, you can see we're struggling to break this $2.30 level. Again, it's not bad long term, but for the people that want to see a break of this level and see price action to the upside very quickly, that is not what we're seeing right now. We're seeing a rejection of this level. So there might be a bit of downside before we continue moving up and breaking $2.30 again. As you can see, the daily candle didn't stay above $2.30, and now we're getting rejected. You can very much see that on the chart. If we look at it on a different chart as well, you can see this is a key level. Why is it a key level? Is because it's support and resistance from previous levels, and above this $2.30 level, $2.28 level, there's not much resistance until we get to $2.50 and $3. So a lot of upside potential on XRP as soon as we break these sort of levels around $2.30. Right now, we are getting rejected on this. Forgot to show you which one we're doing. We're doing XRP. So yeah, we are on the chart. So yeah, right now getting rejected. If you look at it on a longer term view as well, we're looking at the weekly right now. We are forming a nice support at $2. Let's move back onto this chart here. $2 has held as support for a very long time. A lot of people were panicking when we dropped below $2. I actually expected it. I did come on the day before saying $2 has been tested a few times. Do expect a sudden drop to downside. $1.71 was the area I was buying. Yes, it dropped below, but I'm happy with a $1.71 buy. That held a support back above $2. So on the long-term view, we're still looking good. A lot of good news upcoming for XRP. And there is a little bit of bad news for today. We will move on to that no ETF news very shortly. Let's look at the UK crypto regulation. We'll put this out as a video later on for people who aren't watching live, but if you're here live, you get to witness the video being made. We make all our videos during the live to make sure we are doing everything live, unlike other channels. So you get a live reaction, you get to experience it as well. Let's have a quick look at the comments before we move into that next news story. Good evening, Vanessa says, looks great. Oh, thank you, Vanessa. Liked as always, thank you for the service, Sensei. I'll be watching every day. All AX, thank you very much. Yes, we'll be going live every single morning, giving you the charts before it starts. For some people, it might be morning. For some people, it might be evening. I know for a lot of audience, it'll be early morning. So it might turn into your morning routine, doing the weather update or the chart update with Sensei. So I'll hope to see a lot of you tomorrow morning. It's about an hour before the opening bell. Where's the free chicken? No free chicken here today. Maybe a free mug. No, I'm joking. Not today. We've given away too many mugs. Jim C. Yes, James 007. Liked as always. No worries. Chuck. Why is everyone saying free chicken? Have I missed something? Or am I supposed to be giving away free chicken today? Good evening, James 007. I need the date and timing of the show every single morning, an hour before the opening bell. So yes, money for nothing and your chicken for free. Why does everyone talk about chicken? What's going on? James heard free mug and he gets excited. No free mugs. You can get a free mug, but you have to hit a spending goal. It's for our big supporters of the shop. I know a lot of people go in and buy quite a few items, and we want to reward those people. You can come in, just buy one thing. Let me show you the shop here. You've got the shop here, where you can go in, just buy one item, become part of the merch club members. That's going to be on Thursday. This Friday, we're going to be doing an event on the merch members. So you can go in, you can hit your spending goals, spend £100, you get 20% off. On the right-hand side of the screen, spend £125, an additional £25, and you get a free mug. So those big spenders, we want to reward you. And if you just want to buy a few items, you can be rewarded as well. Look at this XRP 11-ounce mug. You get 3 mugs, and you save £30. So it's literally, it's 40% off. For 3 of those mugs. 6 of these mugs left. Lucasade's Win mug. So this bundle will actually finish because there's only 2 units of the Lucasade's Win mug. Remember when we were buying the dip, Martyn came on and bought the dip. That comes in the collection as well. This is a magic mug actually, so this is a special mug. This one, when you pour the hot water in, it will show all the buying the dip stuff. So that will actually be quite a cool mug. So this one we brought out when the dip was happening. We weren't scared. We were buying. Then we released the Lucasade's Win mug because we won on those trades, and this one only has 2 units available. So this bundle, this 40% off, will only be for the next 2 people that buy it. I'll give you the link for the shop. Actually, I'll give you the link for exactly this mug, in case you want to be the final 2 people that get to buy this bundle for 40% off and the last 2 of this specific mug. Cool. So that's what is going on there. Let's move on to our main story, and we will do it as a video. Let's get this all set up. Breaking news on Martyn Lucas Investors channel. We are looking at the new UK rules and law legislation that's being drafted for crypto. We're going to get straight into that, give you the full insight, give you the full government documents on that. That has just been released today. We've got UK set out new rules for crypto as it aligns with the US on approach. We've got the government press release. We've got the government documents here. We'll be analysing this and telling you exactly what it means for you. We've got analysis here as well. So a lot to get through. Let's start off with the news article. UK sets out new rules for crypto as it aligns with US on approach. London, April 29th, that is today. Britain will bring cryptocurrencies under compulsory regulation, Finance Minister Rachel Reeves said on Tuesday, as government signalled it will cooperate closely with the United States on the best approach towards digital assets. The new draft laws will extend existing financial regulation to companies involved in crypto, aligning Britain with the US rather than European Union, which has built rules tailored at the industry, experts say. Britain's first set of draft rules from the sector comes as US President Donald Trump has embraced crypto and vowed to roll back regulatory curbs on the industry, worrying critics. Eurozone finance ministers said last month they were concerned that US embrace could affect Eurozone monetary sovereignty and financial stability. Reeves, which is Rachel Reeves, has said that she has discussed crypto regulation with US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent during a visit to Washington last week, and that the two countries have planned to discuss this further in June. Under new rules, crypto exchanges, dealers, and agents will be brought into regulatory parameter, cracking down on bad actors while supporting legitimate innovation, the Finance Ministry has said following Rachel Reeves' announcement. Remember, we welcome regulation, but not an overreach. We don't want overreach. That's what happened to XRP. There was an overreach from the SEC. But remember, Ripple, the company, always tried to get regulation, tried to have a clear idea of what's going on, but the SEC wasn't giving it to them. We have had a lot of problems here in the UK where they're not acting fast enough. So this is our first sort of idea of what the regulation can look at. Clear rules to, so this is from the government website here, new crypto asset rules to drive growth and protect customers. So they are looking, this is important, we need growth as well as protection. Remember, the SEC sort of did neither. They weren't really protecting their customers and they were stifling innovation. Let's see what the UK has to offer here. If you are enjoying the video so far, please do hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already. We are at 77,555 subscribers. Let's see who will be the 80th thousand subscriber. Please do hit the subscribe button. We do also have the XRP chart here, but this video is focused on the regulations. So let's see here. Firms offering services for crypto assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum will be subject to new clear rules, boosting investor confidence and driving growth through Plan for Change. At a major summit in London to mark the UK FinTech Week, the Chancellor revealed that the UK has published draft legislation for regulating crypto assets, better protecting millions across Britain. This is a very interesting stat as well for the crypto investors. Around 12% of UK adults now own or have owned crypto. 12% of UK adults. We're looking at over 6 million people here, maybe 7 to 8, up from just 4% in 2021. That is massive growth in crypto holders in the UK. But too often consumers have been left exposed to risky firms and scams. Also, massive regulation here where a major issue that I've seen a lot of people experiencing is the banks are not compliant with these exchanges, blocking transactions, blocking accounts, just simply because a person wants to buy something with their own money. So hopefully this will be addressed as well. Under new rules, crypto exchanges, dealers and agents will be brought into the regulatory parameter, cracking down on bad actors while supporting legitimate innovation. Crypto firms with UK customers will also have to meet clear standards on transparency, consumer protection and operational resilience, just like firms in traditional finance. You've seen now that on UK exchanges, you always have that banner on the top. You have to answer additional questions and make sure you know what you're doing when you're investing. It might be a bit over the top, maybe in my opinion. They don't ask that when you enter trading 212, for example. But that's an example of some of these regulations coming in. The Chancellor also revealed that the UK and the US will use the upcoming UK-US Financial Regulatory Working Group to continue engagement and to support the use of responsible growth and digital assets. We'll be analysing this along with this Financial Services Act, the Financial Services and Market Act 2000, Regulated Activities and Miscellaneous Provisions Crypto Assets Order 2025. This is the official document. There's another document official here from Future Financial Services Regulation Regime for Crypto Assets Regulated Activities. Here is the document. Are we going to analyze it? Well, no. I've given it a deep research task with ChatGPT. Let's see what it has drawn from it. And this is using all the data, and it's using a lot of power to create this for us. I do also have the simplified version at the end, so do stay with us. If you're still here, do hit that like button. Let's continue. What's happening? UK introduces clear rules for crypto assets. The UK government has just unveiled draft legislation to regulate crypto assets. That is what's happening today. This is the news we're covering. Today, they have unveiled draft legislation to regulate crypto assets, essentially bringing many crypto activities under official financial rules for the first time. Announced during UK's FinTech Week by Chancellor Rachel Reeves on 29th of April 2025, these new crypto asset rules aim to boost innovation while protecting consumers. In simple terms, if a company offers, this is the main thing that we need to take away from here. In simple terms, if a company offers services involving cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum to UK customers, it will have to follow similar standards and get authorization just as banks or stockbrokers do. The move is designed to crack down on fraud and bad actors in the crypto space after a rapid rise in crypto ownership in Britain. As we said, 12% of UK adults now own crypto, up from 4%. The government is essentially saying the UK is open for crypto business, but it will be closed to fraud, abuse, and instability. Importantly, these draft rules, the plan is to refine them with industry input and pass final legislation by the end of 2025. This will be coming into law by the end of 2025, but they give a clear picture of how Britain intends to regulate crypto going forward. Which crypto activities will be regulated? Crypto exchange trading and platforms. Running a platform where people buy and sell or swap crypto will require an FCA license. Overseas exchanges serving UK customers will also have to get UK authorization. The government wants any exchange dealing with UK retail investors to be brought under UK oversight. Crypto brokers dealing and lending services. If a business trades crypto assets for its own account on behalf of clients, it will be regulated. Custody, safeguarding of crypto assets. Firms that hold crypto assets for customers, custodians or wallet providers we're talking now, will also have to be authorized and meet standards for safeguarding those assets. This includes not only regular cryptocurrencies, but also tokenized versions of traditional securities, the tokenization regime. They're thinking forward and they're bringing that into their regulation as well. The idea is to ensure that exchange or wallet providers have proper protections in place if they're holding your coins. Notably, an exchange temporarily holding an asset just to settle a trade is exempt from needing a separate custodial license so that normal trading isn't impeded. Stablecoin issuers. For the first time, issuers of stablecoins, crypto tokens pegged to fiat currency, that's what stablecoins, will be regulated in the UK. If a company issues qualifying stablecoins in the UK, it will need to be authorized. Everything is coming into the scope of the UK authorization from the FCA, it looks like. This only applies to issuers operating from the UK. For example, if an UK-based firm wants to launch a GBP pegged coin, it falls under this coin. So RLUSD, we're expecting a Great British Pound version that will be under this legislation. A lot of regulation coming in here. Hopefully it's not going to stifle innovation as long as they do it right and don't overcomplicate things. So far it sounds fine, but the UK has a past of overcomplicating a few things. Crypto staking services. Interestingly, the draft rule even covers qualifying crypto staking. This means that if company pool uses cryptos to stake, for example, to earn rewards on proof of stake networks, including liquid staking tokens, that activity will require authorization as well. Everything is going under this. Financial promotion ads. There we go. Alongside making these activities regulated, the UK will tighten rules on crypto advertisement. Here we go again, more rules and regulations. Currently, these were temporary measures allowing registered crypto firms under anti-money laundering rules to approve their own ads. Those will be removed. Going forward, here we go. Only fully authorized firms will be able to approve or communicate crypto promotions, just like any other investment product. This change means that ads must be fair and clear, and shady operators won't be easily be able to promote to UK customers. Expect to see fewer dodgy crypto ads and more compliance with standard financial marketing rules. If you've been on public transport in London, for example, you've seen some weird adverts out there promoting weird cryptocurrencies, and they will no longer be able to act, which I guess is fine. Anti-money laundering streamlining. Currently, crypto exchanges and wallet providers in the UK have to register under money laundering regulations. Under the new regime, if they get an FCA license for the new crypto activity, they won't need a separate AML registration. So is this good or bad for crypto? Safer exchange and wallets. Reduce fraud and scams, confidence and mainstream adoption. Remember, if you do have these regulations in place, the companies will know exactly what they're in store for, exactly how to operate, and they'll feel more comfortable coming into the cryptocurrency world. Compliance burdens. These new rules won't be trivial to comply with. Firms will have to invest in compliance departments, legal advice, reporting systems, which can be costly. Smaller startups might struggle with the overhead, potentially limiting new entrants. That's always the issues with regulations. There is a risk that innovation could slow if regulations are too heavy-handed, or if big, well-resourced company can afford to comply. Some in the crypto community who favour a more decentralised, free-whelming approach will view this as the government imposing bureaucracy on a space that was meant to be an alternative finance. Fewer options. It is possible that some crypto service providers will decide to stop serving UK customers rather than going through the licensing process. So, good and bad. Let's go let's see what this part is. Surprising and odd bits in the rules. Stablecoins have not yet part of the payments regulation. NFTs are largely excluded from this bill. I'm sorry, it's not a bill. DeFi and truly decentralized activities. These rules make no special carve out for new framework for decentralized financial protocols. So I've got a summarized area at the bottom as well. What these changes mean for the average UK investor. Greater peace of mind when using exchanges or wallets. Some services may change or disappear. Stablecoins remain usable, potential new opportunities. On the brighter note, regulation could bring new opportunities for investors. For example, more traditional financial institutions might be offering crypto services once this framework is done. You can see your big banks start offering these services in the future because they know how to go about it. So, a little summary before we end the video. If you're still here with us, please do hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. What is happening? The UK is bringing crypto under official financial regulation for the first time. This means that crypto exchanges, wallets, brokers, and stablecoin issuers will now need FCA approval to operate in the UK. This is not about banning crypto, it's about making it safer for regulated investors like you and me. What is covered? Crypto exchanges, even if they're overseas, they will need UK license to serve UK users. Wallets and custodians, if they hold your coins, they'll need to follow safety rules. Stablecoin issuers launching a new GBP or USD coin from the UK, you are now under the spotlight. Crypto lending and staking platforms. These services will now be regulated even with staking. Crypto ads, no more shady promotions, only FCA authorized firms can advertise. More protection, no more Wild West. If firms mess up, the FCA can step in. There'll be more trust, safer platforms, more people comfortable investing, more growth. The UK wants to be a crypto global hub, but be a regulated one. So in the short term, it looks like it's going to stifle innovation, but then the big players will probably benefit from this. Any downsides? Some platforms might stop serving UK users if they don't want to follow the rules. Smaller projects and companies will struggle with the paperwork. And by paperwork, we mean by implementing this all in, legal departments, and the investment into regulation. Crypto fans might not like the crypto government oversight, but is not aimed at stopping DeFi or self-custody, so I don't have any problem with that. NFTs aren't covered yet, so marketplaces stay unregulated for now. You can still use stablecoins like USDT or USDC, but only UK-based stablecoin issuers are affected. So if you're doing something like a GBP coin, or if you're launching USD coins from the UK, you are now under the spotlight. There will be no sudden shutdowns. Firms will get time to apply or exit market properly. So bottom line, this is good for long-term investors. This means crypto is maturing and the UK is finally putting in real rules to make safe, credible, and ready for mass adoption. So there we go. That is what the news is today. We are finally getting some regulation in the UK for cryptocurrencies. This will long term is showing that crypto is here to stay, and the government is finally doing something to make it clearer regulations for the companies. So I don't think it's terrible news. We'll have to see how it plays out. We'll have to see the company's perspective of this all. We will be covering this news, so continue to watch out on this channel. Please do subscribe. Please do watch this next video over here, and there's one down here as well for you. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Okay, there we go. That's our first piece of news. That took longer than expected, but there is a lot of news there for you to take in. Now we're going to look at our next piece of news, which is the XRP ETF. Remember, straight after this show, in about 20 minutes, you're going to hear from Martyn with the Trump news. Let's move on to our next piece of news, which is the XRP ETF has been delayed. 77,962 subscribers, 40 more people. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do hit the subscribe button. Let's see if we can hit 80,000, and that starts the clock for 100,000 subscribers. Hit the like button if you haven't done so already. Quick look at your comments, and then we'll move on to the next story. This is positive. Some regulation is good. I agree. It stops crypto being taken to court every 5 seconds and protect the investors. Over-regulation can be bad. I agree. We just have to see how it plays out. So far, it doesn't look too bad. UK sounds like they want to protect people from scammers and unsavory. We've got Martyn calling in, which is quite cool. Let me see if I can assign Martyn a spot, and we'll get him into the shot here as well. Martyn, you are live on the show. Let me know if you want me to make you full screen.
Fantastic. That's great. That's really cool. First time we've got this set up. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. That was fun. We were talking earlier about which of your screens were out of line. This is one of them. Can you see? Just take the boxes both over a little bit. Not the main, not the big subscribe box. The camera boxes. Can you see that little gap? See that little gap we're in there, look, Sensei?
You want it to go up?
No, it was okay where it was. To the right a little bit. Can you not see it's in the middle? There you go. Now it's in the middle. Now make your... There you go.
There we go.
Well done, Sensei. You got there in the end. You're damn right I've got OCD. It's got to be right. Okay, Sensei, thank you for your live stream today. I wanted to pop on very, very quickly just to say that Donald Trump live at the end of this show, we want to cover it. It's going to be really, really great. Donald Trump is going to do a pump event live from Michigan, celebrating 100 days. We've seen NVIDIA go down today in the same way that Amazon went down. Amazon was a complete joke. Carolyn Leavitt said she took a call from Trump about the actions of Amazon, and I said that never happened. There was no phone call, and some people criticized me for going, oh yes there was. No, there wasn't, because then a few hours later I was able to report to you there wasn't even anything from Bezos or Amazon. None of that was happening. And there's nothing on their website. And of course, now the Amazon stock's gone back up again. And now we've got the same thing, manipulation with NVIDIA. It's gone straight down and expected to go back up tonight on the Trump pump. So it'll automatically take you there at the end of the show. I must say, I do like this setup, Sensei. It's very, very smart. And the link is pinned to the top. There was another scene, but you can do it later if you want to. Sensei, I'll leave that to you. Really, really good.
Was it
that's
this
it
one?
from me. Which one? No, not that one. That one's fine. Not
was
that one.
It
that one's
this one?
there you go. Can you see your little box at the top? Look, your box is there. There you go.
Right.
There you go. And there was another one exactly like that. There was a duplicate one exactly like that. And there it is. That one needs to go to the right a little bit. Can you see your box? Keep going. It will snap into position when you get there. And there it is.
Yeah.
There you go. Very
Brilliant.
good. There you go. Bit of DIY on the show. I love it. I'm very excited about that. That one looks good. Yeah, that one looks good. Can you see when you went from one scene to the other, it blurred? Can you see that? Right? You can actually fix that, but we'll talk about that off air. That's a much more complicated thing. But anyway, what you could do is rather than having it blur, you can have it move. So the transition, at the moment you've got it set, you can do it really quickly if you want to, Sensei. Click on the scene, transition, and rather than crossfade, it will move. Try that if you want. Rather than crossfade that scene, just go to transitions on that scene and go move rather than cross dissolve. And what it will do is when you switch from one to the other, it will move us rather than blend us. Go on, try it. You can do it, Sensei.
I can't find it on this on the scene or on a specific.
You go to it's options at the top, options, transition, and change from slow cross dissolve to live motion. You can do it, Sensei. Go on.
And you want it on cross dissolve. What do you slow cross?
You're on. That's what you're on now. That's why it dissolves the way
default,
it does. Yeah. Live motion. Live motion. Then it won't blend and fade. It'll just go zip and move.
Sorry, I've got some issue with the audio at the moment as well. As people are saying echo, so I'll have to sort that out as well. So many things to sort out. I apologize.
It's all going on. Anyway, Sensei, I'll leave you to it. Make sure everyone clicks the link, joins me at the end. Everyone's going, echo, echo. What's he got going on? I know what it is. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter what it is. The fact is, are you entertained? 69% of you.
And
I've noticed I've frozen now on your end. What's going on with that? I don't know. Anyway, why have I frozen? What's going on? What are you doing? Stop pressing buttons. Oh yeah, it was me told you on it. Stop. Why are you changing scenes? You don't know what you're doing now. Sensei, tomorrow morning you're going to be live for us. Tell us what we're going to get in the morning. Every morning from now on.
Let me see if we can mute Martyn.
You don't need to. You can leave me on.
Sorry, I'm trying to make sure. I don't know why everyone's saying. Tomorrow morning, we're going to have the weather forecast. So what we're going to do, and by weather forecast, I don't actually mean the weather forecast. I mean the chart forecast for the day. So we're going to be looking at all these different charts, getting ready for the day ahead. So please do join me. It's about an hour before the opening bell. And we're going to have a good time while Martyn's sleeping. And hopefully we'll catch him when he wakes up.
Yeah, but it is a weather forecast though, because if it's a bad day and Sensei said the charts are bad and you're going to lose money, there's going to be rain, thunderclaps, there's going to be all kinds of dramatics. And if it's a sunny day and we're all going to make money, Sensei's going to make that prediction and we'll have sunny, happy music and sunny clouds. Sunny clouds? No such thing. But anyway, you get the idea. Yeah, when I wake up, Sensei, not about an hour, at least an hour, right? At least an hour. Is that right?
That is right. An hour before, and at least an hour before. So you'll see me if look at the time, and as long as it's an hour before, I'll be live.
That's it. Sensei, I'll let you get back to it. You got a great audience, 342. How many likes have you got? This doesn't look good. How many likes have you got? Are you running behind likes a minute? You got 345 watching, 95 likes. You should have 150 likes minimum now, Sensei. Sort that out. The seeds are looking great. Everyone's loving it. Everyone's entertained. It's gone 68% now. It's gone up a little bit since I chirped in. So there you go. People love the entertainment. Donald Trump's waiting in the wings in just about 10 minutes. I need you to finish the chart. Give them the position for NVIDIA because we're going to pump it up tonight. Donald Trump's going to do it. I guarantee it. Sensei, I'll leave it back to you. Cheers, mate.
Thank you, Martyn. Brilliant. So that was Martyn on the show. We had a few technical issues that I will make sure I sort out regarding the echo. I have to go watch back and see what happened. As you heard, Martyn's going to be live in about 10 minutes time. So do we have time to cover the XRP news? Let's see. I think we can do a 10-minute video. Let's do that. And then we'll have a quick look at the chart and send you directly to Martyn. So do stick around. We're just about to look at the chart, at the news for XRP and the ETF not being published. Perfect. April weather, then up and down all the time. Tim, crashing your show. No, free chicken, I don't understand the chicken joke. Maybe my fault, ignore it. Don't worry, Vaz, thank you for the information. There was definitely some sort of issue, as everyone was saying. Echo, I will look back on that and sort it out. But for now, let's get on to the XRP ETF delay news. Let me just get that all ready. So where is the news? Here we go. I'm just getting this all lined up for everyone, and then we'll get on to the XRP ETF news. There it is. Here it is. Okay. Breaking news on Martyn Lucas Investors channel. We are looking at the XRP news. Unfortunately, we have got a delay on a spot XRP ETF. So let's get directly into that and tell you exactly what is going on with that. So the SEC, we were hoping the SEC weren't going to do this. We were discussing this yesterday on the show, but they have. The SEC has delayed making a decision on the Franklin Templeton's XRP spot ETF into June the 17th. What we were hoping for, just like what happened with the futures ETF, is these ETFs come in, the SEC make a decision and allow it to go forward. It is different to futures future ETFs and futures products, because with those decisions, what happens there is these providers put in their application. If the SEC don't say anything, they get put through. However, with a spot ETF, to my knowledge, what they have to do is they put their application through, and it's not about the SEC not doing anything and getting it approved. They actually have to make a decision, and they've decided to delay making a decision until June the 17th. Here is the official document down there. Here is some news stories regarding, so let's get through here. The SEC delays decision on Franklin Templeton's spot XRP ETF. The SEC has delayed its decision on a proposed spot XRP ETF from the asset manager Franklin Templeton. According to filings published this week, the new deadline for the decision is now set for June the 17th. So it's not awful. We are still looking at potentially an ETF in Q3, Q4 this year. June 17th is less than a couple months away. So even getting that ETF in June is still amazing. Just looking at the comments. This is made during a live video, so please do subscribe if you haven't done so already. We do make these videos live, so you can join us when we're making them. Hit the like button if you are enjoying the video so far. It will help the channel. Frank Templeton applied on March the 13th, 2025 through CBO BTX Exchange. The new proposal was officially listed for public comment on the Federal Register on March the 19th. Under the new rules, the SEC was expected to make an initial decision on May the 3rd. However, the Commission said it needed more time to carefully review the application and the issues surrounding it. The ETF would be listed under BZX rule, which is a rule for commodity-based trust shares. In its note, the SEC said the Commission finds it appropriate to designate a longer period within which to take action on the proposed rule change, so that it has sufficient time to consider the proposal rule change and the issues raised therein. This is a massive asset manager. Franklin Templeton, which manages more than 1.5 trillion in assets, is the biggest institutional firm so far to file for an XRP-based fund. So once they go live, imagine the amount of people the people that are invested that they can offer these services to. You're looking at millions of people, I would imagine, or hundreds of thousands, or high net worth individuals that will have the option to invest in XRP. This is not futures. This will be an XRP spot ETF where they'll be holding it. You can see this is coming. They have delayed it for now. We could get a decision in June, and this asset manager has 1.5 trillion in assets. The ETF was called Franklin XRP Fund. Is one of the many recent crypto-related applications waiting for a green light. Along with XRP, the SEC is also reviewing ETF filings tied to Solana, Ethereum, and Dogecoin. The SEC this week has also pushed back a decision on Bitwise's Dogecoin ETF application, which was filed on March the 3rd through the New York Stock Exchange. That decision is now expected by June the 15th, 2025. Frank Templeton also submitted an S1 registration form for the XRP fund in March. Other firms like Grayscale, Bitwise, WisdomTree, 21 Shares are also seeking to launch XRP-related products. That is a whole lot of massive firms looking to launch an XRP spot ETF, imagine the inflows that can occur. I would say we are looking at a quarter of the inflows that the Bitcoin one had at least, and that would be massive for the price of XRP. In my opinion, again, nothing I say during this video is financial advice. This is just my thoughts and opinions only, while covering some news articles. So this is where it's all wrong, and I will link right above here what you need to watch, because this is wrong. XRP is currently the 4th largest cryptocurrency. It is not. Look up right now. I'll be linking, and I'll putting in the comments why that's false, why XRP is number 2. You have to watch that video, because we need to get our facts right, and we need to start spreading the word that XRP is the 2nd largest cryptocurrency. Please watch that video, and and I'll tell you exactly what I mean and why everyone is wrong on that. XRP is number 2. So I'll put it right above to watch that video that we put out yesterday. I was trading around, so I don't like that comment there. Here we go. We've got some more news here. SEC delays spot XRP ETF decision until June the 17th. June the 17th is not really that far away. I'm not too concerned about it. They want to make sure they get it right, and I'm confident the new administration's SEC will happily get that through. Right now, the crypto industry is amped to welcome an XRP ETF. That false rumors are driving market confusion. That's why we're here, giving you the honest, true news on what is exactly what is happening. The world's first such asset began trading in Brazil last week. We had our first Bitcoin spot ETF, the world's first in Brazil. We covered that news. I'll put that video straight above here as well. You'll see it sort of over there. Please watch that as well. That explains all the ETFs on the cards right now, what is being launched tomorrow, what was launched last week, and the first ever spot ETF as well. That was launched last Friday. That will explain what's going on there, the exact inflows, what we can expect for the US spot the US spot ETF as well as some price predictions. So do make sure you watch that video. The commission didn't stop there. It also delayed Bitwise's Dogecoin ETF proposal as well for Ethereum staking. So you can see this is not just limited to XRP. They are not ready to make these decisions yet, but they might be in a month or two. So this is a breakdown of the news of the ETF in the US. They've delayed making the decision to create a spot XRP ETF. The new deadline is June the 17th. The SEC is taking extra time because they want to review the application carefully, as they usually do with crypto-related products. The delay is normal. It doesn't mean approval or rejection. They're just extending the review process. At the same time, other cryptocurrencies like Dogecoin and Ethereum staking have also been delayed. The SEC is very cautious with anything crypto-related. Meanwhile, outside the US, the Brazil have already launched their first spot ETF. So internationally, XRP ETFs are moving ahead, but in the US, they are still stuck in review. ProShares rumor. There is rumors that ProShares will launch an XRP ETF tomorrow. We will cover that news as well. We'll be doing a show every morning, so make sure you subscribe and hit the like button so you can be shared our content. And that we did cover the Brazil spot ETF. Remember, we do have a spot ETF already, the world's first ETF in Brazil, and that is, I'll show you the price action on that chart. We are looking at the first ever spot ETF in Brazil. We'll look at it on the daily on the daily time frame. We'll probably have 2 days worth of data, Friday and Monday, and Friday, Monday, and Tuesday. You can see this is XRP spot ETF going exactly like the price of XRP. So that is it with this video. You can look at the price of XRP right now. It is trading at $2.26. $2.30 is very important for XRP's price. Tune into my show tomorrow morning and we can look more at the price action. There'll be some videos that might be of interest to you up here and down here. But until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Thank you all for tuning in. We are going to send you over to Martyn and Trump in a couple minutes' time. He will let me know in the chat when he is ready. Let's have a quick look at NVIDIA's. So we've covered the no ETF. We are going to move on to the NVIDIA chart. We'll do a very quick chart because I know Martyn will be ready to go very shortly. Here we go. The NVIDIA chart right now. We are down 2% after hours. Let's have a look at our after hours trading session. Let's have the extended hours trading. There we go. We are trying to break out of a massive supply line here on NVIDIA. We are on a brink of a breakout. Some people say we'd break out. We've broken out already. We technically are around the breakout area right now. You can see this downward sloping white trend line. We just need some bit of good news for NVIDIA to break out to $120, then $130. If we fail to break out, $97 is still the support. But as you can see, currently we are battling with the supply line, trying to get a sustained breakout for NVIDIA. So right now, NVIDIA is on a brink of breakouts. If we get some good news with Trump, which is coming up very shortly, we can see NVIDIA pump the markets back up. But you can see it's been in a sort of a downtrend for the past few weeks, and it's ready to break that downtrend, trying to break out. We will see if Trump pumps the markets, and we'll be covering that in literally a minute's time. We don't have time to cover any other charts. Here is Trump. Martyn will be covering that very shortly, and here we'll be just doing a quick Q&A now. Let's have a quick look at your comments, and let's see when Martyn wants us to send everyone over. Best news days and updates. So much action. Yes, today's been jam-packed, hasn't it? Lots going on. At least I was able to eat. Had some pokey toki. Is that a name of a shop that does poke bowls? Poke bowls? Poke toki. Oh, poke. Is that how it's pronounced? Poke? I feel like I'm saying that wrong. Poke. Love pokes, Stacey. Had French toast, bacon, and avocado. Sushi, seaweed, ginger, mango, good stuff. Oh yes, mango goes really well with sushi. Brilliant. Saab must go now. Brilliant. We are sending you over to Martyn. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll join you there. Stay exactly where you are. The link is up above. Until next time, watch me tomorrow morning. I'll be there live 1 hour before Martyn's show. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other. See you in Martyn's show right now.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. It's time for the pump event.